with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ooh. Throw pulled in by Woods.
Perfect throw in the hole.
Signal for a timeout, their second. As it comes with 22 seconds to go.
All right, I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to force it if we don't have it.
First and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe
they're in zone. I think I'm just going to run it.
They'll run here with Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. The final shot before the break. Stafford.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Perfect.
Higbee. As time expires in the first
that was clutch.
Half, and the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way.
I think for next season we're going to have to bump up the difficulty to all Madden. We're having a little, now that we've gotten used to everything and the playbook and stuff, get a little bit too much power over our opponents.
Charles in a minute, but first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Let's go. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting.
Yes.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might
Von Miller
underneath, but he couldn't
Boom.
get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions
thrown to the ground.
Play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
First sack is a Ram. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Honestly, I don't know if he's just going to be a one-year rental. Because, I mean, like, we gave up 2 picks for him. That would be way too much just for, like, half a season, you know?
And that will be incomplete.
Half a season plus playoffs, like a second and a third. You know, I really kind of hope maybe he'll return next year on like a deal.
Murray now to throw.
There he goes again. There he goes again.
Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now.
It's just ridiculous.
Game, quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's
what I might even do is increase all Madden difficulty once we start the playoffs.
Just under 50 yards of punt as he gets this away. With it is Jackson.
So that way, you know, it's not easy for us just to steamroll through the Super Bowl, you know?
And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further.
J.J. Watt read that the whole time. Luckily, he didn't catch us.
Call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They're blitzing.
Now it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
I think they're blitzing again, but I'm not sure.
On first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket.
Woods.
Touchdown, Rams.
Oh my God, dude.
Robert Woods.
He caught it in traffic and got it across.
10th touchdown of the season.
Let's see a replay on that.
Add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Up. Got the feet. Did he get the ball over, though? Oh, we can't tell. They cut away from it. No, they gave it to us. Hoo, 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 hoo. It is not Arizona's day. I don't even think they've gotten into our side of the field.
They start with a give to Connor, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going.
Wow, they're running the ball down 28-0.
And start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front.
Ooh.
They got to spin their ears back and get after him now.
Ran it right into the teeth of our defense.
As he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Not sure why they did that.
Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
right.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on
nice, Jefferson.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. On first down, Henderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They know that old expression. It's not
they're blitzing.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
All right, let's give Sony some run here.
Ultimately, they dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm like 90% sure they're in man.
On second down, Michel. And Michel will have the first down and more. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest. And they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I don't want to turn it over. I might have Woods.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
That was really close to being intercepted.
Receptions for him, and it's another first down.
What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Power?
Henderson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward.
All right, boys. I think we're going to go ahead and sim the rest. And I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and change to all Madden difficulty right now.
Look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Los Angeles, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and change our difficulty up here. Go to all Madden, make the switch. And we will do our sliders just a little bit. I'll do yeah, we'll go ahead and try that out. See what kind of a challenge all Madden can give us. Press conference, cold opponent. Let's go ahead and do that. Seahawks are struggling, but sometimes the team can trip up unexpectedly by looking ahead to the next game. Seahawks are struggling, and all players will have -5 break tackle, play recognition, and tackle. Okay, all we have to do is win. All we have to do is win. Let's do our weekly strategy. Returning from injury. Okay. Also, I would like... I don't know how to take somebody off the injured reserve, because I have one of my players is on injured reserve, but I don't know how to take him off. But it's not that big of a deal. He's a backup. Let's definitely defend. Let's defend the deep pass. That's what Russ likes to do, right? And we'll just pound the ball. Run inside. We'll be real physical with them. Let's make sure our depth chart is all fixed up. Okay, I think everything else is good. And then very quickly, I just want to change our formation subs. Was it single back wing? I want to change. I don't see it. Is it shotgun? Trips. Trips. I don't see my single back wing. It's not special, is it? No. Where is that formation? Single back deuce close. Dice slot. Double south, no. I can't find it. Maybe it's this. Anyway, that turned out to be a little bit of a waste of time. Sorry, guys, about that. Let's go ahead and do our upgrades. Taylor Rapp and Terrell Burgess. Very good. +3 tackle. Hell yeah. We're going to get Terrell Burgess' slot. We actually got a +2 on that. +4 press, dude. +4 press. Hell yeah. I always prefer, when I'm upgrading my DBs, to upgrade the slot, because in the slot they can get zone tackling upgrade, zone upgrade, and also man coverage upgrades. Scouting college players. Let's go ahead and check our college scouting. See how that's advancing. Of course, we don't have, like, any picks, you know, but especially with the Von Miller trade, but, you know, it's okay. 85%, 85%. I was looking at this guy. Still don't have a ton on him. It's going to be those late round guys, dude. It's going to be those late round guys that we end up finding and scouting. And of course, Madden doesn't really have a system to manage like compensatory picks, because I know for a fact the Rams are getting several compensatory picks. One for the signing of John Johnson, for the signing of Troy Hill, for the signing of Samson Ebukam, for the signing of Gerald Everett, for the signing of our DC, our defensive coordinator, and I think somebody in our front office got signed too, or like the head of our scouting. So we have like a bunch of compensatory picks coming that are not going to really show up for in Madden, for Madden purposes, which is fine. We can build through free agency too, and we can develop the team people we already have on our team.
Between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
We're going to establish the run, pound them. That's what we're going to do.
And off we go from SoFi.
I mean, we basically already have playoffs on lock, so it's not that big of a deal if we lose this game, but of course we want to win as many as possible, perform up to our standards every single game.
And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit.
Somebody in the comments section wanted me to get Stafford to 4,500 yards. We're going to have to throw for a lot of yards to get him to 4,500 by the end of the season.
3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. first carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On 2nd down,
wrong way, bro.
Henderson, a first down and more. As he'll get this one up to the 44.
In my opinion, I don't think Jamal Adams should be an X factor in Madden. Like, he's not that good. Like, I think he should be a superstar, sure. But I don't think Jamal Adams is worthy of an X factor. We're just going to keep running like this all day. Let's get Sony in.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo.
Dude, if Jamal is in man coverage,
Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage.
if Jamal is in man coverage, I'm hitting Woods.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Nope.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Kupp was like, hey, I'm open. They were not in man. I thought they were. Now they're in man.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Another carry for Michel.
You got it.
2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues.
We need a touchdown on our opening drive.
Respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Bobby Wagner went to the wrong hole. He thought I was going in the B gap. I went straight up to A gap. Ha. I just punked Bobby Wagner.
Statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives,
now we just got to stop Russ.
They gave it to him early and often on this drive.
And Russ on all Madden is no joke. Probably the most difficult quarterbacks to stop in Madden on highest difficulty is Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers. Pat Mahomes hasn't been that hard to beat, in my opinion, on all Madden, but definitely Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Kyler Murray is extremely difficult to beat on all Madden.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here.
Like, Russ is not going to miss any throws this game.
To me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot
Gun
of
wing pair.
Downfield is a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. Both were sort of surprised at his weekly
nice tackle, Jones.
when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both